Again, how you guys are doing? Good afternoon. This is Coach Pittman, man, with Pittman's Pocket. Here again this afternoon, man. Getting you guys involved and introduced to who the fuck I am. I am one of the very few that's out there that's very upfront, very liberated towards, football and being honest. So I'm very passionate about what I do. I can be very passionate about what I say. So getting into what the hell I'm talking about, I actually got a draft analysis that I just recently did with the NFL Draft Diamonds. We actually work with a broad of aspects and resources, man. And for myself and Dream College Genomes, that is a recruiting part that I've actually came into, contrast with some of the people at NFL Draft Diamonds and the Hula Bowl, and it basically, propelled me into a different position, definitely a different aspect of football, especially now that the HBCU has basically, done sparked, and kind of like now it's to the point, it's been over a 5-year time frame, and we're looking to see that maybe in that time frame that, this might be the year potentially of prospects looking pretty draftable and ready to go for that next step professionally at the National Football League. Now, that does not give them the opportunity to go to other leagues as far as the USFL, the XFL, and the CFL, which are basically on the NFL's ass. And clarifying my previous first article, I got actually 5 players that I actually emphasized within that listing of NFL Draft Diamonds 2024 small school watch list that I actually kind of put together with Draft Diamonds, and they kind of like, added some more names to it, like Jason Brown, and you got kids like Anim Denkwa, offensive tackle from Howard. Man, that kid is exceptional, man. I mean, I don't understand why these people try to get into this political debate about HBCU prospects, but it is politically biased, and it's absurd and condescending that, continuously they, overlook prospects that are potentially very good. And the NFL know this because soon the backbone of the NFL is going to be the backbone of other leagues. And I do know this for a fact. Recently, in this past year with the Hula Bowl, I've seen quite a few other leagues at the Hula Bowl. And the USFL was one of them. They hit extremely hard at the Hula Bowl. So I believe they're going to do it again. 13 players drafted at the Hula Bowl from, not from the Hula Bowl, but out of the USFL. Some players from the Hula Bowl got drafted, but 13 with HBCU prospects. Now, that doesn't mean that they was at the Hula Bowl or anything like that, except for the one kid, Farmer, but that's exceptional. And the kid, Denkwan, is a stud. You cannot pass up on a kid this big of a prospect, this big of a player, can play against some of the best competition at the D1 level. 6'8", 20 pounds solid, bro. You really can't pass up on that. And he's athletic at that size at Howard. So, like I said in my previous video, which was, a little off, but this is a little much better, more personal, more connected. I did say Kenny Gallup from Howard, which is another prospect, 6'2", 200-pound safety that ran a 4.4, man. I mean, they're already denying the prospects of players that has really came in to HBCUs since the 2018 kind of shift. You know, before Prime got to HBCU, it already was shifting. I said this because I was actually the one behind most of the shifting. Um, to clarify this too, it wasn't too much about Prime, but we'll clarify in another video from this point on. But you have Deontay Anderson, who's a very elite prospect. Eli Fields from Southern, Isaiah Major from FAM. These prospects, I feel Anim Dankwa from Howard, Keenan Gallup from Howard, Eli Fields, Deontay Anderson, and Isaiah Majors. Those are 5 elite prospects from the HBCU community, football community that I feel definitely could get drafted in the NFL within 1 to 7 rounds. Now, if they don't, then I let you know it is a very lot of bias that is going on into the football recruiting aspect, and then definitely the scouting aspect. The personnels and the GMs, and they're just doing this to cliche a lot of facts. A lot of the prospects that they've talked about from the HBCU communities, oh, they don't stand out, they're not this, they're not that, they are now that. At a point, you can barely get 4 stars or either not too many 3 stars. You get quite a few 3 stars that'll go to HBCU, but they was transfer players. Now you have a full proportion of high school prospects going to HBCUs that was 3-star, 4 stars. And I remember, doing this now in my 10th year since 2013, it wasn't really that much talent for real at HBCUs, but very few that, was basically, extended out or emphasized to say like this amount of kids from HBCU are very talented and they are having the opportunity to go to the league. No, that was basically it was a lie. It really was a critical lie. It was a facial, blunt-faced lie because during that gap, of course, not too many prospects got drafted. So for like a few players got drafted into the league. Most of the stuff was cliche, sprinkled over a 10-year period of time. And that is the political part of the NFL. So I'm looking for maybe some more prospects that probably can jump this list of 5 prospects, but I'll get to you guys on that after this video, and we'll go from there. Thank you.